afternoon, Cedar Springs High School. I'm Brett Murkowski.
And I'm Whitney Badge with CSTV News, ready to give you the full scoop on the happenings of this next week at CSHS. With homecoming just around the corner, questions are flying and ideas are forming as to how you can ask that special someone to the dance. Here's Love Guru Casey Clark to give you a few helpful hints.
In a few weeks, this cafeteria will be transformed into a high school dance floor. I'm Casey Clark from CSTV News. Expensive dresses, matching ties, fancy restaurants will be more of an experience if you have a date. So boys, step up to the plate and ask the girl of your dreams, or just a friend. If you don't know how, here are a few ideas to her heart.
This is Alex Hughes. I'm a senior at Cedar Springs High School, if you don't know, and I have yet to ask a girl to homecoming. I think I found a girl. She's beautiful, kind, caring, funny, athletic, and she just knows how to make me smile. So, Kelsey Raylan Weber, will you go to homecoming with me?
And here are some people that have been asked and how.
Hi, I'm Elena Brownell. I got asked to homecoming by Austin Hillier. He asked me by inviting me over to his house for a bonfire with his family. And he led me downstairs with all the lights off, and there was homecoming written on the wall in little glow-in-the-dark stars. My first thought was he better have asked my dad, but I ended up saying yes.
Hi, I'm Caleb Robinson, and I asked Jordan Nichols to homecoming. I had her solve a Rubik's Cube, and when it was fully solved, it said, "Go outside." And when she walked outside, there was a bouquet of white roses and a glow-in-the-dark sign saying homecoming. Her immediate reaction, she gave me a hug and then said yes.
I'm Casey Clark, and this has been a homecoming segment. Now back to you guys.
Thank you, Casey, for that wonderful segment. And gentlemen, she's single. I hope that you're all creatively inspired as to how you can reel in a date. Get ready to get your groove on.
New faces are here at CSHS that are not only from different schools, but foreign countries. Here's Alex Hughes to introduce you to our very own foreign exchange students this year.
Good afternoon, I'm Alex Hughes with CSTV News. This year we have warmly welcomed a number of foreign exchange students to Cedar Springs High School. We caught up with a few of them to talk about how their life at their home country differs from their life here in the U.S. We have Mo from Palestine. What has been the hardest to adjust to here in the U.S.?
There's too many things. For me, is language. At first, I suffered a lot about it, but right now is good thing.
Sitting here with Nayara from Spain. So Nayara, how is the school system in Spain differ from the school system in the United States?
So in Spain, we have different rates. Like, I don't know, it's much smaller, and we don't have the same tries. So we study all the subjects during all the year. And I don't know.
I'm here with Illy from Germany. So Illy, tell us about school life in Germany.
It's different to here. You have a closer relationship to the teacher here, and you don't have to change the room, and you don't have locker or anything like that. You don't have lunch.
Glad to know our foreign guests feel welcomed here at Cedar Springs. This has been Alex Hughes with CSTV News. Now back to Brett and Whitney.
Thank you, Alex. And to all of our exchange students this year, welcome to Cedar Springs High School. Hope you enjoyed being a Red Hawk and that you have a great year in America.
This past Wednesday, one of the biggest art competitions in the world took off. Every year for the past 5 years, ArtPrize has turned Grand Rapids into a great environment for creative minds to thrive. Here's Beth Bullen to paint a picture of what this is all about.
Hi, I'm Beth Bullen from CSTV News, and this week we took a trip down to ArtPrize. ArtPrize is a celebration of art that focuses on independent artists from around the globe. In 2009, local businessman Rick DeVos came up with the idea and set it in motion. He decided that this would be completely different than any other art competition in the world. The winners would be picked by the public. The competition was to take place all over the city of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Every year of ArtPrize brings some memorable pieces. Some of the ones in the past have included the big wooden pig in front of the Bob, the chair and tables on the Blue Bridge, and the crucifixion mosaic in the DeVos Center. This year is no exception. Some of the popular pieces include the one-man band Mr. Joe Jangles, the wooden duck toy in front of the Grand Rapids Museum, and the huge dragon in front of the Bob. While we were at the festival, we caught up with local high school students Kelly and Sam Schroeder to see what they had to say about ArtPrize. What's your favorite piece so far?
I don't know. There was a really cool dragon in the Amway. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was probably, the dragon was really sweet.
Awesome. Are you guys planning on coming back next year?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. It's really cool.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for your time. From fire-breathing dragons to giant toy ducks, ArtPrize has got everything you can possibly imagine and more. Each year is unique, so we recommend you come here to downtown Grand Rapids and check out as much art as you can before it closes. Thanks for watching, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Beth. It's good to see some art filling the streets of Grand Rapids.
And without further ado, here's Claire Willette to touch down on some of the latest sporting events here at Cedar Springs.
Hi, I'm Claire Willette from CSTV News, and I'm about to tackle some sports news. This has been a tough week for Cedar Springs sports. Friday night, the varsity football team lost to Zeeland West 6-56, and the boys varsity soccer team lost to Forest Hills Northern 0-8. To lighten the sporting mood here at Cedar Springs High School, Brittany Robinson decided to go more behind the scenes instead of focusing on the sport itself. Over to you, Brittany.
This is Brittany Robinson from CSTV News, here with Aaron White from the boys varsity soccer team. So Aaron, what do you guys do to prepare for your games?
On the bus, like when we are about 10 to 15 minutes away from where we're supposed to play, we get completely silent, like no talking. We just listen to music to get mentally ready for the game.
So how close is the team and how does that affect how you play?
We're pretty close, but not as close as we've been in previous years, and that just sort of affects how well we play in terms of how confident we are with playing the ball to each other and how reliant we are with the other defenders, for example.
All right, this has been Brittany from CSTV News. Back to you, Claire.
Thanks, Aaron. That was really insightful. It's great to see the bonds that can be formed on sports teams. And remember, guys, win or lose, we'll always show our Red Hawk pride. We have a home volleyball game Tuesday night, as well as a home soccer game. We hope to see you there. Be sure to bring your school spirit. This has been Claire Willette from CSTV News. Back to you.
Thanks, Claire. Here's a preview of some of the events this upcoming week.
Hello, it's Cody Hall from CSTV News, and I'm here today with Sarah Hutchinson to talk about the book club. So Sarah, how was last year's turnout?
It was pretty good. We had a pretty consistent number of people coming every week. It's always better if we can get more people interested, but it was pretty consistent most of the time.
That's really good. So, what book are you guys currently reading?
We're reading Divergent by Veronica Roth. We just had the meeting. It is really good. We just had the meeting for the halfway point, and then we're going to have another meeting for the end of the book, and then we're going to go see the movie.
So what time do you guys meet?
We meet after school in the media center.
And what day would that be, like Monday, Tuesday?
Every Thursday we have a halfway point on some Thursdays, and the next Thursday we have the end of the book points.
So you read a book every about 2 weeks or so?
Yeah.
All right, you heard it here. If you want to join, every Thursday after school. I'm Cody Hall from CSTV News. Back to you.
Well, we're looking at an awesome week ahead. Be sure to clear your calendars for the Red Flannel Pageant this Saturday, September 28th at 7 o'clock in the high school auditorium.
That wraps up the news for this week. Until next time, this has been Brett Markowski.
And I'm Whitney Badge.
And remember, it's a great day
to be a Red Hawk.
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes goes tweet and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes croak, and the elephant goes toot.